Hey y'all, hey, it's another episode of Bonafide Podcast featuring the one and only MacayLee Nelson.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yes, I'm glad to have another athlete con on here, an athlete con athlete here because hello, shout out to athlete con, shout out to Sam for all the networking and meeting these amazing athletes. So, how you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. I've been slammed since AthleteCon, but I've been good.
Hey, I know that's right. So let's get it started. So, MacayLee, can you tell us your sports story to how you got to where you are?
Yeah, so it's actually not that long of a story. I started cheer in 8th grade. And then I did all-star cheer, so it's like the travel or like the AAU version of cheerleading. So I did that and that was very competitive. And then my junior, or I guess beginning of my senior year, I actually quit so that I could focus on college, clinics, tryouts, all of those things because it was just so time consuming and I knew I wanted to cheer at the next level. And then, yeah, senior year, I traveled all around. I feel like I went everywhere to all the different clinics and literally just stunted with everyone I could. And then I ended up getting an offer at the University of Cincinnati and it just felt like home. So I was like, I'm going to go here.
So I just want people to know that what's it called? Cheerleading is a sport, y'all. Cheerleading is definitely a sport because hello, it really is. They do compete and everything. So
Exactly.
they compete and they do all the hard work and everything. But from your point of view, I just wanted to get your input of, what are some of the misconceptions when it comes to the sport of cheerleading?
Definitely, yeah, that it's not a sport. I don't think people realize that just because you see us at a football game, that's not what we only do every Saturday. We're not just at the football game. Like we practice all week long. We lift, actually. A lot of people don't know that we literally go to the weight room with a lift coach and lift twice a week as a team.
Wow. Oh, so y'all do like the conditioning and the strength aspect. So
Yeah.
see, I'm letting folks know, like, look, because it's just you are actually the second cheerleader that I've had on here, and people get like the whole thing like cheerleading is not a sport. It's like if it's competition, it is competition. It is a sport. If you
Yeah.
got to compete. So my question is for you, like when it comes to the cheerleading competition of say the I'm trying to think, was it it's Cincinnati to AAC, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
We're Big 12.
Big 12. Okay, okay, yeah.
Yeah, we
They changed so
yeah.
much lately. So it was the AAC when I grew up, but Big 12. So when it comes to that cheerleading aspect of the competition in the Big 12, what would you say some of the misconceptions, but also what would you say are some of the best parts of being part of the Big 12?
So when we compete, we're actually not even competing with the Big 12. It's actually because it's called UCA Nationals. It's in Orlando. That's our competition. And we compete against all the D1 schools. So we go against UK, which is SEC. We go against UCF, which they're Big 12. USF, I don't know what division they're in. LSU, those are just some of Alabama. We're going against their cheer programs, and people don't understand that we don't compete in our conference. We compete with all D1 college cheer programs.
So like the UCA is like the playoffs, the say the championship thing.
Yeah, it's literally championship. You don't get a record and go against this school this week, go against this, go do this, and then we're gonna do a bracket style, and then the top person from Big 12 then gets to go to this. It's literally one time a year. That's it.
So would you say say when you cheerlead at games, are they kind of like practices and kind of like the training sessions for like
Mhm.
the preparation of UCA?
Yeah, we'll do a lot of certain skills that we want to do in our routine. We'll start doing them during football games. Like if we're wanting to do a certain stunt or a certain pyramid, we'll do it at the football games so that we're doing it in front of a crowd. We're seeing if we even like it, if it looks good or bad, and if we're good at doing it, or maybe it's not something we're ready for yet. So it helps us build up to that competition.
What would you say is like between the basketball games and the football games, since these are the two of the biggest sports you see, like the cheerleaders and the dancers, what would you say are some of the most exciting part about doing both of those sports, but also like what would you say is your favorite like time of the year to for cheerleading season?
I love football. I've always loved football, and like our like stadium is just like huge, and also outside. I don't really like the only reason why I'm like iffy on basketball is because it's inside an arena, whereas like football, it's like the fall and we're outside. Even though football is 8 hours a day, like one football game, it's an 8 hour day for us because we're there 4 hours before kickoff.
4 hours.
4 hours. So if the game's at noon, we're there at 8 a.m. on the field warming up.
Woo! See,
Yeah.
you put me on free game about this because now I get to learn new things. So this is what happens every day. You learn new things every day. So in life. So, but my question is, what's it like for you to see the growth of women's sports continuously grow in viewership and revenue?
Oh my gosh, you honestly just being at Cincinnati, I've seen it grow within our women's basketball and our volleyball. And also like in the NIL world, you're seeing all these new brands like they're not going for the typical football player like they did years ago. Like they're really reaching out to so many other sports, especially like women's sports. And it's nice to see like there's women's brands and they're using women athletes for it.
Absolutely. Speaking of NIL, first of all, shout out to Sam Green for AthleteCon because AthleteCon is amazing. I need every college athlete to take notes on AthleteCon because if you're looking to expand your NIL brand and brand partnerships and connect with people and networking, AthleteCon is where it's at. So,
The place to
but
be.
for you, it is. I missed, and I'm sad I missed it, but I was like, it was like I did all these designs and I was sad to miss it, but I had basketball seat. But this leads to my question is, what was it like for you to be part of AthleteCon 3.0?
I mean, it was just so surreal. It was like I didn't even well, I remember when I got the email and I'm like, this is not real. This is not legit. Like I'm going to Vegas. I'm meeting these brands. I'm looking at the athletes that are invited. Free hotel at the Sahara. Like I'm looking at like Sam Green and who she is, and I'm like, this just is crazy. Like I remember I called our NIL director. He's good friends with Sam Green, so he goes to AthleteCon every year also. And I called him, and I'm like, is this real? Like, is this legit Sam Green emailing me right now? And then we flew out to Vegas, and I ended up getting a brand deal with Black Label Supplements while we were there. Met amazing people, like just the athletes there and like the connections I've made and like the way my content's grown since being there. It's just amazing.
Would you say like AthleteCon, like before AthleteCon, what would you say like when you're content wise, were there moments where like you were kind of like second guessing yourself, like what do I post because this, or was it always like I'm going to post it and then just see how it goes?
Right before that, like right before we got into AthleteCon, I was struggling a lot with like I just like didn't have ideas. I was like, I don't know what I could make an Instagram reel about today. Like I don't know what to post. And like because it's summer break right now, so I'm not with the team every day or getting like reps on my off days. So I'm like, okay, I don't have cheer content. I'm not at cheer. I'm not filming anything. Like there's nothing for me to post. I go to AthleteCon and now it's like I have like 20 different videos in my mind at all times, like on the back end, ready to go, just like preloaded. And it's like crazy. Like literally the first day of AthleteCon, I remember like writing all these video ideas down. And I was like, I'm never going to run out of content now. Like this is crazy.
What do you hope to see more NIL like offers and opportunities when it comes to the cheerleading aspect, especially like with yeah. So because a lot of people think as the whole stereotype, cheerleading's not sport, but also it's like I don't know, do cheerleading do scholarships or is it like you have to raise money for your own
So we fundraise a lot, but we also get certain amount of funding from different aspects of the university. But I mean, there's 50 people on our team. We're not getting full rides when we're not an NCAA regulated sport. So it's like what we get funded, what we fundraise, like what we get throughout the year. And so we all get a scholarship, but it's completely through the cheer program, not through athletics.
What do you hope to see when it comes to the cheerleading world and NIL? What do you hope to see more of, especially when it comes to the visibility opportunities as well as, the revenue aspect?
I think honestly, from the cheerleading side, I think cheerleaders need to start jumping into it. I think that they also are kind of stuck in that, oh, well, the world doesn't see us as athletes, brands don't see us as athletes. Like, we're not a revenue sport, so they just don't post or they don't do all the things to have brands notice them. Whereas like I didn't start posting because brands noticed me. I started posting because I wanted to post. Then that's how brands noticed me. So I think if cheerleaders really stepped into if they want to do content creation and do brand deals, if they started doing it for themselves and posting their own, I mean, there's only so many college cheerleaders in the nation, and every college cheerleader that I've met has a different experience. My friends that cheer at UK versus cheering at Moorhead or Louisville is totally different than being a Cincinnati cheerleader. It like everyone's held to a different standard. There's different requirements. There's just so many different things. Like we cheer volleyball games. UK cheerleaders, they cheer gymnastics matches. So like if they were to step into that content and post that stuff and their experience, like I think brands would start working with cheerleaders so much more.
Absolutely, because like I said, because I'm telling y'all, all the workouts y'all do and the stunts, I'm like, they had to work 10 times overtime and stuff doing it. I'm like, y'all got kudos to y'all. Y'all got the whole stamina and everything. I could do a half cartwheel. That's it.
There you go.
That's it. Like, but y'all got it. But I think it's so, and plus like there's so much time that is taken into place when y'all create the stunts or create the choreography and everything. And I think that's like one of the things that I wish more people would learn is stuff like, hey, they actually work a lot. Like, this strength and conditioning, like the lifting of, the person, like
Yeah.
takes a lot of conditioning and strength. So, but this leads to my question. So, when it comes to representation for women's sports, both on and off the court, how important is representation?
Oh my gosh, it is so huge. Like I think across all sports, even to the NFL where it's a man dominated sport, like I think if we're also representing like I think it comes down to like even just like the commercials they play during it and when it's all just focused on men in sports, like, there's no representation of women's sports. But I really love I think is it Nike that's slogan is everyone watches women's sports and the shirts and like all of that campaign. Like I think they've really done a lot with that and it's really impressive to see like the women athletes they have working on that.
Absolutely. And this leads to my question. So I always say that athletes are humans first. But for you, as as an athlete, how important is mental health to you both on and off the court?
Oh my gosh, it is so huge. If you don't have your mental, you everything slips. You can't compete, you can't perform your grades. I mean, because you're held out of grade points to also be an athlete. If you're not, if those slip, then there goes athletics as well.
Do you hope to see more athletes, be able to open up and speak up on the importance of mental health?
Yeah, that would be. I think that'd be game changer. I think that would change a lot for future college athletes and like those that are wanting to recruit. I think because like it was a hard transition, like transitioning into like that freshman year of being a college cheerleader and doing college classes and not having your parents there was it was a real big transition for me. And if people were more um, clear and transparent about like the switch of that, because like mentally I mean, the biggest saying in cheerleading is that cheerleading is 70% mental, 30% physical. And like it's so true.
Absolutely. And what would you say are one of the goals that you would love to accomplish both on and off the field?
Oh gosh. On and off the field. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going into my senior year. So like this is like it. So I think I just want to walk away from this year's school and cheer like knowing that I put my all in for all 4 years. Like I gave it my all. I came in on the off days and like I just want to feel like I was successful. in the last 4 years.
Hey, 4 years go by quickly too. Like
It does. I can't believe it.
it's like, dang, where did it go by? It's like I just got
Mhm.
here, and now it's like,
Yeah, I
hey,
can't believe it.
when you have fun and stay busy, it goes by fast for sure.
It has.
So it really, and I think it's like, dang, like where did it go by? Like I just came in, and
Mhm.
but for you to get the chance to compete, but also utilizing your name, image, and likeness all at the same time, it's like, man, she got the best of both worlds.
Well, the University of Cincinnati, they were like one of the first like ever college universities to have an NIL like director and NIL department. And it started up like I think my freshman year or like right before I got into college was when we started it. And I remember like having a meeting with them and they were giving me like the toolkits and this and this and like that like really like it just like I don't know, I hit the ground running immediately because of like UC really does care about NIL. It's amazing.
What would you say is, along with the NIL, what would you say stood out about Cincinnati that you said, you know what, this is where I know I'm going to be for the rest of my career?
Um, there was a girl on the team that I used to cheer with that was 3 years older than me. So I was kind of always around the team while I was like in the recruiting process and like for clinics since like I knew her, I became friends with her friends. It was like they kind of just like took me under their wing and like I actually feel like I got to see the culture of the team more than the other recruits and seniors in high school did because I got to like hang out with them or like go get ice cream with them and just like ask them all the questions and like I really got to see like how they are all so tight knit and like lift each other up and are best friends on and off the mat. So I was like, yeah, this is a good community to be a part of.
Absolutely. And, outside of your sport, what do you want people to remember you for your legacy? I know all these hard hitting questions about.
Outside of my sport, oh my gosh, I hope that people just remember like my energy, like not because I feel like I always come in and I'm like I try to be like the hype man for everyone and be like, let's get it started, let's go. Because when you're on day 20 of practices in a row, it's so exhausting. But, we got to get it done. So hopefully just the vibe, the energy of like the grind, I guess. I don't even know.
It's all good. Hey, energy is contagious though. So
Mhm.
the energy is real. Energy is contagious, and it never lies too. So it's like it's real.
That's true.
So this leads to my question: if there was a word or a phrase to describe your journey so far, what would it be?
Roller coaster. Absolutely.
Why a roller coaster?
there's been so many ups and downs. It's just, there's been like great seasons where it's like, oh my gosh, like my skills are clicking, this all makes sense to me, like, I'm just going up and I'm getting better every day. And then there's like the low seasons where like last year I got sick for 3 weeks almost and had to like cheer football games and was like struggling and then I had to like get back into it after being sick for so long and like progress all my skills back because I got like super weak and sick and then like there's the seasons where it's like the schoolwork is insane and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, how am I supposed to go practice for 5 hours tonight when I have all this due tomorrow?" So, there's just yeah, I would say it's definitely a roller coaster for sure.
Girl, I hear you because it's like a whole roller coaster thrill ride.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, it's about to be, and then it's like, oh man, we about to go. And it's
Yeah,
like,
and
never mind. It's
ground
like,
bottom. Yeah.
but we gonna get it back up. Boom. So
Yeah.
I always ask my guests this question because Bonafide means authentic and unique. So what makes Miss MacayLee Nelson Bonafide, and what makes your story stands out?
Oh gosh. Um, I feel like what makes my story stand out so much is I feel like my background before college cheer. Like I'm grateful that I started cheering in 8th grade because like I know a lot of people that like they were like 2 years old and they were like shaking their pom-poms at like the football games. And like for me, I remember when I did like high school cheerleading, and I was like, I don't want pom-poms. Like I want to be thrown in the air. Like, so I'm very grateful that I like didn't do all the pee-wee cheer and the little kid cheerleading, because that's a whole nother world. Because if I did all that, I would not be like, I would have burned out so fast and would have not pursued college cheerleading like I did.
Ooh, that's a great insight. I ain't never thought of that. I was like, maybe she put me on game. But one last question. Who would you say has inspired you both on and off the field?
I think on and off the field would probably be my mother. She keeps it real.
Hey, shout out to the mothers for real, because when it comes to when it comes to the support and everything, they will do everything. And I'm like,
she drove me to all the clinics, all the things, but she also will call me out when it's like, when I'm unmotivated or slacking, she'll be like, okay, well, you don't have a choice. Like, you got to get it together. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I do.
It's like, yes, Mom, I totally understand. It's like, you know what? You got it. I got it. You know what? You got it. You're right. So it's like, let me keep it going. So shout out to the mothers. So Miss MacayLee, can you let the folks know how they can find you, support you, and any upcoming events happening for the season coming up your way?
We don't have anything until our first football game, which I don't even know the date for. It's like the first Saturday in September is like our first football game. That's all I know.
Hey.
We're hitting the ground. All I know is August 15th, we're hitting the ground running, and it will not stop till after Nationals, which is in January.
It's going to go by fast, too. It's like football season and then Nationals. It's like, oh. So.
And with it being like last one, best one, it's going to go by so fast.
Period. And I'm going to need all the brands to go follow her, too. All the NIL brands. Go follow Miss MacayLee now. So Miss MacayLee, let the folks know how and where all the brands can follow you, especially getting some bread for you. So we're gonna make sure you get that bread. So
all my usernames are literally just my name because it's so unique. No one like my TikTok username is MacayLee. So
y'all be sure to follow the queen herself at MacayLee. Y'all be sure to follow her right now because I'm gonna tell y'all she's a star. Period. And if y'all do see her at the football games, y'all better cheer loud for her too. Cause
come see me if you see me.
Let her know she the one. And we got to get her into a national championship to walk away with that trophy. Especially
give me a ring.
Ring season. Let her know. Ring season. End senior season with a ring. Bow.
Oh my gosh, it'd be amazing.
Girl, you better speak it into existence because
you are right now. This is happening.
Let them know. So be sure to follow the queen herself, MacayLee, now on Instagram, TikTok, and all the social medias. And also be sure to check out the live replay of Bonafide Her podcast, episode 249, featuring the one and only MacayLee Nelson. You could check out the live replay after this. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.